Hey guys, how you doing? This is Tom with Liberty Graphic Designs, and today we're gonna reveal who won this skinny tumbler. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so I said I was gonna wait about 24 hours. It's already Sunday. Today is Sunday, so I kind of waited about 4 or 5 days, to do the giveaway, because I said I was gonna give this out to one lucky winner, and I said I was gonna make another one just like this one. But remember how the thing stuck to the bottom? I was able to remove some of it. There's still some in there, and the way that I did it to take it off is I used a torch, and then to heat it up again and then remove the glue, but some of the paint came off. But anyways, I said I was gonna make another one exactly the same at the settings that I recommended, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna use a different tape. This is the tape that I normally use. I like this one better. I'll try to see if I can put a link in the comments below, because I honestly don't remember where I got this one. But I'm gonna put a link if I can find where I got it from. I'll put a link to this one. I like this one better. It just works. It works the same, but this one's a lot better to work with, and you'll see in a little bit. So let me cut some strips. Okay, so as you can see, this one, I mean, to me it just works better. The other one is too flimsy. It's very thin, and sometimes it's kind of hard to work with. So again, before you go to print or sublimate your mug, make sure it's clean. Clean it up really good. Use some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and microfiber towel, and make sure you're not grabbing it with your hands too much. So usually what I do is I'll stick my hand inside of it like this, and then I grab my artwork, make sure it's the right way, make sure it's upright, and then now I can grab the tumbler the right way. So in the last video, if you notice, I said that they were gonna have a seam. Where is it at? Right there. So right there on my pinky, there's a seam, and some of you were commenting, if you put a piece of tape that goes all the way down, that'll prevent it from having a seam. Not necessarily. So it's because when I printed the paper, it wasn't long enough. And if you can see on this one, let me see if you notice, when I bring it together, this one, it's overlapping just a little bit. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you cut the paper the right size. So let me put tape on this one, get it ready to go, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I got the tape on it. Let me fix this one. What I did is, like I told you in the last video, make sure you put it over something flat and then push the paper down so it ends up nice and flush with the tumbler. On this one, however, I brought it down a little bit because I want it to be a little lip, just a slightly small lip of white. And we're gonna use the same sleeve. We're not gonna use these white ones because we're trying to replicate the same video that we did before. But whatever, I told you to change your settings to, actually the oven, I got it at 370, not 375. I said 375. You can put it at 375, it'll work fine. But I have it at 370, and we're gonna do it for 4 minutes. Some people were commenting on the last video that I guess they've been doing it for 375 for 3 minutes. I haven't tried that, but I mean, it sounds like it'll work. So again, let me put this in here. And again, like in the last video, the only thing I like about these clear ones is that they're so tight. There's no extra room, so to at the beginning, to get the sleeve started, it's kind of tricky. So it'll go in there. It's just kind of tricky. Just be careful if your tape is lifting. Can you see it? You probably can't see it, but my tape is lifting right there. And remember in the last video, I actually pulled the tape off. So be careful with that. Make sure you don't slide the tape off. So there you go. It's in there. So another thing that people was one of the comments that I saw is use painter's tape at the bottom. I would not recommend doing that. I was looking around to see if I have painter's tape. I always have that stuff everywhere, but I don't have any. Okay, so you don't want to use painter's tape at the bottom or any part of the tumbler that the tape is going to be touching it directly. You don't want to use that. The reason for that is because that tape, the adhesive, is not heat resistant. So the adhesive is going to stick to the tumbler, and you're going to have a worse problem. This one right here, it kind of sucks because it got stuck at the bottom. But yeah, you don't want to put painter's tapes that is touching the actual tumbler. Another person also said, what if we use heat tape? That's a very good idea, though it's going to be very expensive. So one of the things that you can do is grab a piece of paper and cut just a piece of paper that's big enough, a circle, put it in there, and then when it shrinks, it's going to shrink over that bottom, and there's going to be a piece of paper that's going to prevent it from sticking to the actual tumbler. I am not going to do none of those tricks because I want you to see that at 370 or 375 this will work, that it won't get stuck to the tumbler. So that's why I'm not going to put any tricks in here. I'm not going to do any tricks whatsoever. I want you to see the real tumbler done the same way that I did this other one. So there's not going to be any tricks done there. But again, if you want to prevent the plastic or the sleeve from sticking to the tumbler, do that. I would recommend, again, put the tumbler on top of a piece of paper, cut a circle, you know, the same size, and then right here you will be sliding the piece of paper, sliding it over, and then when it shrinks, it's just going to shrink over that piece of paper. That's a very good idea. That will be better than putting painter's tape or any other kind of tape. So let's shrink this. I should have had it running. Okay, so let's shrink this, and I'm gonna show you that I'm not using any tricks like for the paper not to stick in the tumbler. I'm also not using gloves. Make sure you use gloves, because you're gonna see me and I'm not using gloves, but my glove is right there. Make sure you use gloves, okay? You don't want to burn yourself. So we're just shrinking the sleeve right now, and as you can see, there's no paper, there's no tricks. I'm doing the exact same thing as I did on the last video. Okay, so I noticed a small problem right here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's little wrinkles on the paper. I don't know if you can see them. That's gonna create a problem. Okay, so if you see little wrinkles like that, again, I don't know if you can see them on the video, but the paper, it wrinkled up just a little bit. That's why I said make sure that it's flat. Like whenever you put it, push it down, make sure it's flat, make sure it's nice and the right size, right? Because I'm getting a little bit of wrinkles right there, and you're gonna be like, well, what does that mean? What that's gonna do is if you do it like that and it has little wrinkles like that, that part, if you have an image right there, is not gonna sublimate right, or actually it's not even gonna sublimate at all on those little wrinkles right there. So okay, so here's my oven. I want you to see it's at 370. I'm gonna set a timer and I'm gonna set it for 4 minutes. And now we're gonna put the tumbler in there. And start the timer for 4 minutes. Okay, so we're at the end of the 4 minutes. Let's take this out. And you can see I can see the image right through there. Let me zoom out. So there you go. It looks like it's sublimated correctly. I'll put that on the floor. Okay, so I got the tumbler off of the oven, right? Still kind of hot. No, not that hot. Let's see how hot it is. So it's still 170. Can't even see it. Let me see. Yeah, still 175. But you can't even see it. But it's already out. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. And I want to show you that, again, this video is just so you can see that the clear wraps will not stick if you run your oven at 375. In this case, I ran it at 370. So 370, let me see, this thing doesn't feel that hot anymore. Oh yeah, it is pretty hot. But it's pretty hot, but not hot enough to where I'm gonna burn my hands. So again, remember the last one was sticking at the bottom. Let's find out what happens on this one. Remember the last video? The oven was so hot that the wrap was actually sticking to the paper. Look at this one. I mean, stuck on that side, but it's not sticking like it did on the last one. And at the bottom, look, it's coming off like normal. See? Nothing got stuck to it. I mean, the sleeve did not get stuck to the bottom like the last one. You can see it's coming off. It's just so tight I can't even grab it. Watch. There you go. See? Just so you can see that it's not sticking to the bottom. So I guess I'm gonna go to 370 instead of 375. Cause look. Nothing. That's that. See? Nothing got stuck to the bottom. I mean, I still gotta take it off, right? But you can already see the sublimation. Let me continue on taking this off. Yeah, this one grabs on really tight. Not like the white one. The white one, it doesn't get this tight. And you know, for sublimation, the tighter it gets, the better. I mean, it's so tight, look, I can't even pick it up. I can't even grab it. So there you go, all the sleeve is out. I'm just going to remove this tape so we can take the paper off and reveal the tumbler. There you go. Completely clean at the bottom. And there's like no residue like this one. This was the first one. So, and then we're going to compare them at 375. And you'll see, this one is the one I just did. This is the one we did last time. So, there you go. I mean, sublimation completely done correctly. It looks really good. You can't even tell one from the other unless you see the bottom. See that? So, I guess 370 for 4 minutes works perfectly. Remember, I was saying that there was some wrinkles at the bottom. I don't see any discoloration. I mean, right there, you can actually see it. You're looking at it real good on the video right now. And there's no discoloration. So that's what I mean. If you measure your mug or your tumbler really good, you'll get some very good results. Let me see if you can see the rim that I was talking about. It's so small. You'll probably see it on this flower right here. You'll see how it's not going all the way to the top. And that's what you want. On this one right here, perfect example. This one's going all the way to the rim, to the top of the tumbler. See if I can get it in focus. This one is not. So if you measure it correctly. Oh, and the other thing is the seam. Okay, so another thing that we're looking at right now is the gap. And if you can see it, this is the one we did last time, and you'll see it right there by the tip of my finger. You'll see the gap. Now this one right here being measured correctly, again, right there by the tip of my finger, you can see the seam, but there's no gap. See that? Right there at the tip of my fingers. Then this one, you'll see the gap. This one, you don't see the gap. That's when you measure your paper correctly. So the thing that some people said to run a piece of tape all the way down, you don't need to do that. If you cut your paper correctly, you'll have some really good results. So that's it. We just gotta reveal the winner. And what I did is I took everybody that posted a comment, and they did it properly, because I said, you know, post a comment and give me your zip code. I took all the zip codes, and whoever made a comment, put a zip code, I took the zip code and I wrote it down on a piece of paper with their names, and then I just took one out. I didn't put it on video because I told you I wasn't going to put it on video. So let's find out who won. Dang it, I put it on a sticky note so it's stuck together. Let's see if I can get it. So this is, I'm going to let you see it first before I do. So zip code, can't even see it right there. Zip code 80, not 80, 78210. So 78210, and the name is Iracema Calderon. So Iracema, send me your address to my email, libertygraphicdesigns@gmail.com, and I will send you, not the one I did today, but the one I said I was going to give away, this one. I'm going to send you this one, Iracema. So as soon as you can, send me your information to libertygraphicdesigns@gmail.com. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know if you liked the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let me know what you think about this too. And again, I have to look at the tumblers because they're exactly the same. Again, 370 to 375 for 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds would also work. So again, sublimation, very, very nice. You can't even tell them apart. This one was done at 400 for 4 minutes. This one was done at 370 for 4 minutes. So there you go. Thank you for watching, guys. It's a pleasure like always. And I will catch you in the next one. Iracema, don't forget to send me your information. Thank you, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now. God bless you.